It's one of those songs in the album in where something which is like really powerful and something which is like it's totally good thing, but at the same time that same power and same kind of uplifting thing can destroy you. It's like this two-folded thing that it's like it's an arrow which is like you're shooting it, but at the same time you are like somebody's aiming that same power to you. And it's a story about what could happen, what can happen when nothing is enough, when there's always something like, okay, I want to reach out to this and this and this, and then you end up being on your knees, and then you're not happy, before you are collapsed.
There's this piano loop in the verse. I did that, and the chords under it. For me, that is such a piece of music that I could listen to and float in for ages. And this song kinda, is based on that loop and those chords, the chorus came from that, and the verse goes with that.
One of the first demos that we thought that would be on the album, I guess.
Yeah, and also when you think about the inner circle of Moonshot, the people we sent the demos to. So I think Yes is one of those songs that sort of everybody were like touched by it and thought that this is special.
And I'm almost 100% sure that it's one of the songs that will be misunderstood in a way. 90% of people are thinking it, I assume, to be like a sugar-coated yes, yes, yes song, instead of that message that maybe it's about fighting against something which is not that well now, but we can change it. I kind of feel it personally like that it's a like positive fight song against something, instead of underlying I love my life.
It's sort of an easygoing song, but when you look at it more closely, I think it's quite special. For example, the time signature, it's not like the basic 4. It goes to 3. So it's you don't decide to use that time signature that often. So that alone makes it special for me.
In this album, the power is one that's common theme, but as well there's this kind of a two-folded idea that what is happening inside somewhere and what's happening outside, and it's like it's all about perspective and how good things can turn out to be like bad things and vice versa. And it's just matter of how you are looking things. And I just got this idea. I was in my summer cottage and there was like a black sky, and I was thinking, what the fuck, how would it be like if the light comes through those little holes there? And it's like it's kind of changed my whole to like moved my brain upside down for a minute. And then it's like that maybe this kind of same analog would work in a life in general as well. It's like it's quite beautiful thing to think about that way. And it's having like, I think that story fits perfectly for the song and for the track and that energy that the track is having. Like it's like, and I think it's as well. It's like we're paying respect for our punk rock and hardcore roots as well by that song.
I really like the intro, clean guitar keystroke riff. It's gonna be fun to play on stage. That song is one of my favorites, and it's kind of quirky one, and also we didn't kind of overdo it, that song is not like on the list of definite singles, so we didn't really spend too much time thinking about it, what could we do better and so on. So it has stayed fresh in my ears all this time, and I suppose that's one of the reasons it's my favorite pretty much at the moment.
Yeah, and it's quite a lyrically it's quite dark story about this thing that how if I'm thinking that okay, the life goes like this, and for example in public transportation there's a one guy behind me or next to me who is thinking totally opposite, and then it's like I'm thinking that okay, I know what this guy is thinking, and he's thinking that okay, I definitely know what this guy is thinking, and then we're like totally fucked because we're just assuming that we know, and what is like we can stay close to each other, but it's still by like overthinking we're just putting the distance like a huge between us. It's like
of a newborn butterfly.
Yuri Riikonen, who recorded vocals, said that okay, finally you have made that kind of a like clear-minded love song in those like tough guys could really like without saying it loud to anyone. I don't know, is it something that I think, but
Yeah, and style-wise, I think 1800 Nights, it has these connection points to like my favorites from like 20 years ago and even beyond, stuff like Deftones and I hear like the band called Finch, some of their stuff in it as well, and of course many others, but somehow that style, I was really into it like way back, but still when I was into it, I was living a certain time in my life that whatever I was into back then has been following me through all these years, and it's funny to see that actually now I have written a song that has the elements that I was into 25 years ago, which is kind of funny.